Thank you for coming out tonight. In the beginning, you talked about things that individuals can do to eliminate totalitarianism, Islamic totalitarianism. And sort of tonight, we had two comments that sort of alluded to the question I have. And it's how do you propose eliminating the perception in the Muslim world, in which is coming and spreading outside the Muslim world, but the biggest problem to peace and obstacle in the Middle East and in Muslim people's lives in those countries is the Arab-Israeli conflict.
I just think that is, I just think that is a lie. That I don't think that is that is a perception that certain political elements within the Middle East would like to perpetuate. But that is simply untrue. It's certainly untrue in terms of the Islamic totalitarians. I think it was in 1967, the Muslim Brotherhood. This was either 56 or 67. But the Muslim Brotherhood were in jail. Muslim Brotherhood is really the fountainhead of most of the Sunni Islamic totalitarian ideologies. They were in jail, and Egypt was at war with Israel, and Nasser sent his emissaries to the jail and basically said, if you'll fight with us, because they were good fighters, they proved themselves in the 48 war, if you'll fight with us against the Zionists, we'll set you free. And they said, no, the Zionists, we'll deal with them later, you're the real threat. Their ambitions are far beyond the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That they like to wrap it in those terms because it appeals to Europeans and it appeals to some extent to Americans. But I think that ultimately the only way that issue is going to go away is for one party to win. It could be the Palestinians who win, and then there won't be a state of Israel, and then that excuse for the Arab world will go away. And they'll have to come up with another excuse to justify, all their wars and all the problems. They keep saying all the problems in the Middle East are caused by the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but the civil war in Algeria wasn't caused by, it had nothing to do with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The civil wars in Yemen had nothing to do with it. Saddam Hussein, the fact that he brutalized his own people, that was because of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. He got away with gassing the Kurds. I mean, give me a break. Anybody with eyes can see that. So the only way this goes away is either the Palestinians win, and the Jews disappear as an excuse, or Israel wins, and then maybe they'll come up with a new excuse. It won't be the Israeli-Palestinians. It'd be the very existence of Israel, which, to begin with, is what really upsets them.
Let's play mind game that Israel has either reached an accord or doesn't exist, however you wish to see it. Anyway, there's no more problem. Is it possible to imagine, to build on Dr. Brook's point, that all the other, the vast movement of radical Islam and all the other problems in the Muslim world will be thus taken care of? From Morocco to Indonesia, suddenly everything is fixed? I think to ask the question is to answer it.
The question was, how do you do that?
And it goes back to education, and ultimately it's going to involve one party winning. I don't think it's going to happen until either Israel or the Palestinians win. There's just too much hostility built in the Middle East around this conflict. And there are no easy PR solutions to that.
Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. In particular, I'd like to thank our speakers, Dr. Brook.